gonna happen because it's Sunday.
I will take a lift back home.
Are you sure? It's gonna cost a lot.
It's like $10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, order it now?
They're quick. They come like in 5-10 minutes. Well, you're looking at the wrong one, man. I've taken lifts home before. It's not that expensive. I don't know. hop to go away, go away.
We're not live, are we?
Who we are. This is the quiet part. Did I forget to do this? I may have forgotten to do that, so let's just do
forgot
this.
the intro, didn't you?
I almost forgot the intro. But it's not. I did not. Here's the intro for you folks at home. This is the quietest podcast out in the nation.
If you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun. Have the shells in a 12-gauge shotgun. And I promise you, as I told my wife, we live in an area that's wooded and somewhat secluded. I said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here, or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun, and fire 2 blasts outside the house. I promise you, who's ever coming in is not going to... You don't need an AR-15.
Run.
John.
Just for all the uninitiated, do not do what he just said. It is super illegal to. It's illegal to shoot a warning shot.
It's illegal to
It
shoot?
is illegal.
According to who?
Look it up. In every municipality,
Uh-huh.
okay, that I know of, it is illegal to shoot a warning shot. The only time you discharge a firearm, this is coming from a CCW holder. You are not supposed to fire off warning shots. If you pull a weapon on somebody, it better be with the intent not to hurt them, but to kill them. What is going on? Why is there? Why do we have like background noise? No, it's true. That's facts.
Facts hurt my feelings, John.
Facts are meant to hurt your feelings, but the fact is
Why
reality,
is that
my friend.
a warning shot is prohibited according to this thing that we're reading? The use of a warning shot is strictly prohibited as this will pose danger to life, property, especially in crowded areas.
So I'm sorry to say, read that part again. The use of a...
Well, I'm confused right here. It
No,
says-
read it,
Okay,
read it.
The use of warning shot is strictly prohibited as...
Period. The use of a warning shot, and the president just told you, get your double-barrel shotgun out, go out to the front porch,
Yeah, but that's
and
why
you shoot up in the air, and you say, damn it, don't you come around these parts.
Wait, I think that's like
He's a fucking moron. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I've
It
had
was
many
pretty
days
early.
without
It's pretty
cursing.
early today.
I know it's
Yeah.
early. Why are you misinforming the people?
I'm not missing. I didn't know. Oh, who,
What?
me or the president of the United States?
The former vice president.
Well, he's not misinforming people. He's informing people that they don't need an AR-15, which is true.
No, he's telling
why
people
do you
shoot
need an AR-15?
into the air.
Why do you need an AR-15?
Do you know what happens with bullets when you shoot them into the air, Jim?
They come down.
Correct.
My mom during.
Do you know where they're going to come down?
On small children, because when I was
Correct, Jim.
younger,
Unfortunately,
my mom would. I never understood the logic behind this, but apparently her dad made her do this.
shoot warning shots.
No, not warning shots. On
Or
New
on the
Year's-
neighborhood.
On New Year's, she grew up in South LA, right?
Yeah.
So in the 80s, so
Yeah, it was normal back then.
Yeah.
I grew up in East LA, so
Okay.
yeah,
So
everyone, everyone would
everything
shoot
about
up in the
warning
air.
shots.
Yeah, warning shots. Yeah, everyone would have warning shots. Everyone was afraid for their life at 12 o'clock midnight on New Year's.
Yeah, so on New Year's, she would have us sleep on the floor, because that would protect us from bullets, John. Yeah, and which I never really understood
smart,
because it's just like
if it on the floor,
yeah, so we
Oh,
could
it had
sleep on
to-
the bed.
it had
We-
to travel an extra
Yeah,
12 inches.
It gets there, and
If
it's
it
just
went
like
through, once it gets to bed height, okay, it just loses all velocity.
yeah. I don't know. I think maybe she thought we stood a better chance. I don't know.
That's kind of weird.
Well, speaking about guns,
That kind of makes like Joe Biden sense.
Speaking about Ghana,
No sense. Ghana. Ganja?
The Guardian. Here we go. Black Americans flock to gun stores and clubs. I needed to protect myself. Americans bought a record number of firearms last year, and gun ownership among blacks is up 58.2%.
Good.
Crazy.
Good. I'm glad to hear this, Jim.
Why are you glad, John?
See, people would think, oh, this is very alarming. Why are so many people arming themselves? Good. This is exactly what you should be doing. And I'm glad black Americans are the ones arming themselves. You know why?
Why is that?
They're the most at risk
Of being a victim?
in many cases of being victims of gun violence. You know what stops gun violence?
Good guy with a gun.
Amen.
Good guy with a gun.
Amen to that, brother.
So that's awesome. That's good.
No, it is.
There's people practicing their Second Amendment right.
And do you know what? People who go to the store and fill out a background check. Yes, you do have to fill out a background. And Department of Justice or DOJ and DOD and whoever else and all the other three-letter federal agencies,
The DMV,
ATF and FBI and
CBS, AT&T, all those things.
They all run your background to make sure that you don't have any reason why you shouldn't own a gun. So it's good. I want to have more law-abiding citizens armed in our country. It's very important.
Well, there's a couple of reasons gun sales go up every time, right? I mean, obviously, we saw the gun sales. According to this article right here, it says that Black Americans have a multitude of reasons for buying a gun, including the pandemic, which is what we saw.
Stress related to the pandemic, yes, because nothing kills COVID like a
gun,
assault rifle,
like more guns. This is kind of interesting. Others about the anxiety of seeing scores of armed white protesters rallying against. Wait, what the? There were scores of armed white protesters rallying against lockdown orders. Was that really happening?
Are we just making shit up?
I don't know. That just seems like a random. Like I
hold on. Even the Capitol rioters. Did any of them have a gun?
No, none of them had guns.
None of them had guns.
Let's see. How do I even find that? Let's see. Armed white people. Armed white people.
Oh, great! You're gonna get a lot of. Okay, how much time you got, brother? Armed white people.
No, let me see. Oh, okay. I remember that. That is true. That is something that happened. The Michigan State House got taken over by armed white protesters. People? Yeah.
Really?
That was the thing that happened. Yep. There's a picture of a guy screaming. Nice.
He doesn't look happy.
And they were protesting lockdowns. Those are the armed men, and they were just hanging out outside. And they eventually walked into the state capitol.
Interesting. With their firearms.
Yeah, so
Did
I
anybody
guess
get killed?
I guess I can see. Nobody got killed. Everybody got. I think maybe a couple arrests and people
usually people
escorted out.
that legally purchase their firearms really discharge them at other people.
That's why we have so much crime everywhere, right? I mean, that's the whole point, right? That we have gun violence.
We have gun violence by people who don't legally get their guns.
But do we?
Yes.
But do we?
Yes, we do, Jim.
Can you prove that?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
How?
From the scores of unsolved gun violence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But where there's no... How many cold cases do we have? Let's go look at that in history and then let's talk about it.
That is a result of gun violence? Illegal guns?
What does it say? They were met with apathy and in some cases disrespect from white gun store owners, gun club members, and at shooting ranges. I don't know how else to say this.
Mm-hmm.
America is not racist, you effing clowns.
What is the Guardian?
If you really think America is a racist place, you have no perspective. You've never been anywhere, okay, besides probably the town you grew up in, okay? We are the freest, most open, most inclusive country in the world, okay? By far. And I've been around the world, and I'm telling you, there is no other country. I would say the only other country that even resembles us as
China.
far as from a color yeah. Yeah. You would be like Enrique Iglesias if you went to China. You would be
okay.
You can start a singing career over there. Let's just put it that way, Jim. Brazil would probably be the only other place where it's as diverse as we are.
But it's super violent down there.
Not safe.
Parts,
yeah,
right?
There's a lot
some
of
parts, right?
Yeah, favelas. The favelas are super dangerous, but it's kind of like we have our own ghettos, so it's normal.
But you know what? I think
but
you're
only
wrong.
in the inner city.
I think you're wrong. per our usual arrangement, you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm always right.
And I'll prove to you why it's super duper racist. So you have this article, right? The Guardian says that black Americans flock to gun stores and clubs, and it's a raise of ownership about 58% among black Americans, right?
The first time I read that, I was thinking like clubs. I'm like, should they be drinking? Should be. I'm good for them. I want to be up in the club too. But like, is that a good combination? Guns and alcohol. It sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Maybe it's like a 2-drink maximum, you know? Like, you can have 2 drinks, no more.
You could
after
have
that.
2 drinks and 1 box of ammo.
Yeah. Join us next week when we start our new business venture, guns and alcohol. Anyways, okay, so this is how I know America's still super duper racist, right? So finally, black ownership going up 100%, right? You'd think that people would support something like that because they're minorities using their constitutional rights, right?
Absolutely.
Well,
and not just minorities. Can we fucking stop it with the minorities and stuff? I'm so sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
I'm just tired of it, Jim.
Okay.
I'm tired of it.
Okay.
We're all minorities, okay? Everyone here is a minority. Nobody was born in the United States here. Everyone who's living in the United States right now came from somewhere else except for the Native Americans.
I was born in MLK in Los Angeles.
Thank you. But what I mean is your
understand.
ancestors all came from somewhere else. We all came here from somewhere else, right?
Okay.
And if you were born here, right?
Uh-huh.
If you were born in this land, then you are an American, first and foremost. So stop it with this guy's a minority, this guy's a this. No, we're Americans.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's a
you were born at
it's a
MLK.
classification.
I was born at Beverly Hospital. We're all born in the United States.
Yeah, I
Okay?
understand. Yeah, but for the purposes of this conversation and the purposes of the title of our podcast today, this is how I know minorities are being racism against.
Racism against.
That's right, because today, instead of protecting gun rights, President Joe Biden announces executive orders on gun control. You ready to listen?
Oh my God, is this another executive order he's signing?
It's an executive order.
First,
I like
the steps we're going to
I like
take
closed
immediately.
captionings.
And second, the action that needs to be taken going forward to curb the epidemic of gun violence. I asked the Attorney General and his team to identify for me immediate, concrete actions I could take now without having to go through the Congress.
He read the Guardian
Today,
report.
I'm announcing several initial steps my administration is taking to curb this epidemic of gun violence. Much more need be done, but the first, want to rein in the proliferation of so-called ghost guns. These are guns that are homemade, built from a kit, and include directions on how to finish the firearm. You can go buy the kit.
All right. Okay, I do have a question, and it's a stupid question.
Talk to me.
These aren't
This
ghosts.
is normal. This is like what I hear every day.
These
in the
aren't
warehouse.
guns for spirits, right? They're not guns that like the ghost.
They're like Casper guns.
Is it like the Ghostbusters?
No, it's
where
just
they
a
had
gun,
that.
but it has a sheet over it. So they take off the sheet off their face, and then they throw it on the gun, and then they fire.
So it's a
ghost gun.
It's one of those
It
three
turns
letter
your-
K.
It turns your KKA.
Oh, we
member
hold on,
into
we gotta
a
be careful
ghost
with
gun.
the. Oh, I see. Wow, they still have those.
What
What an intolerant society.
the
that we live
hoods?
in. Yeah, the hoods with the hoods.
You
with
remember
the
that
guns.
meeting we went to last week?
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
We're so
just
racist,
Go back.
Jim.
They
Just
have
play
no
the
serial
damn thing.
numbers.
Well, no
So
serial
when
numbers.
they show up at a crime scene, they can't be traced. And the buyers aren't required to pass a background check
Hold
to
on,
buy
hold
the
on.
kit.
Hold on 1 second. So they're finding guns with no serial numbers.
Is
You
that
realize
really?
people that commit crimes can just scratch the serial numbers right off these damn
That's
things?
what we do with all our guns here at the office, right? They're all scratched off. I mean,
Have you noticed?
yeah, but oh,
To make the gun. Consequently, anyone from a criminal to a terrorist can buy this kit in as little as 30 minutes, put together a weapon.
I hate this. I hate this. You know why I hate this? Because now there's terrorists out there that just learn about those guns.
They're like, wait a minute. What is this he speaks of? Ghost gun kit. Mohammed, you idiot. You didn't know this was available. We can buy this on Amazon.
I want to see these kits treated as firearms.
We ship to the neighbor's house and then we steal.
Which is going to require that the seller and manufacturers make the key parts with serial numbers and run background checks on the buyers when they walk in to buy that package. The second action we're going to
Oh, yeah.
back in
That's a Freudian slip right there. Someone's thinking about the big S.
package. The section action we're going
Oh,
to
the sexy action
He
part.
said package,
Package.
and then it got to the
sexy.
It was package, and then he started thinking about it. He's like, oh yeah, package.
You know, then that would mean that would.
Sexy. I mean, what were we talking about? Go ahead, let's
the year
continue.
2000.
I want to hear
Bureau
this
of
moron.
Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms released a report on its investigations of firearms trafficking in America. The report was of pivotal value. It was an important tool for policymakers when I was in the Senate and beyond, at all levels,
110 years
to
ago.
stop firearms from being
120,
illegally
excuse me.
diverted into dangerous hands. Today, with online sales and ghost guns,
Cha-ching.
times and trafficking methods have changed, and we have to adjust. We also have to ask the Justice Department to release a new annual report. This report will
Okay, hold on, really quick. I just
I
can say
can see
something?
why he falls asleep so often.
No, I know.
I
he
mean,
was
just I'm trying to get in his headspace, and I'm like,
well, here's the thing. Somebody
and he's talking about something I care about. Like, I really care about this message
Okay,
that
but
he's trying to deliver.
here's the thing that I don't understand. It just seems like I don't own guns, right? I obviously think people should have their guns. It's in the Constitution. They can have it. What is this going to solve again? I don't understand. Is there really because what sparked this was the mass shootings, right? Recently? Remember
There's
there was
always mass shootings, Jim.
right, there's
always.
mass shootings, but that's
Constantly.
what sparked this whole, like, we need to do gun control now, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
But it's never going to stop. If you think if you collected all the guns, there would still be shootings. There would still be mass shootings, and there would still be people getting murdered with guns.
Yeah, but more specific to the point, how many of these mass shootings were committed with ghost guns?
He doesn't have any facts on that. He doesn't have any data on that. And he can technically call anything a ghost gun because anything they find without serial numbers, which
It's officially
is
a ghost gun now.
which is a gun that you just clean the serial numbers off of. If you take I'm not going to explain.
I imagine you just...
No, you can just take a Dremel device and just clear the thing.
I have no idea what that is, but all right.
It's a Dremel. It's like,
better
you
help
ever win a trophy
policymakers
in 8th
address
grade?
firearms
And then
trafficking
they
as it
write
is
down
today.
Jimmy Torres,
Yeah.
number
What was
1,
yesterday?
first place.
Never happened, so...
The third
Okay,
change.
that's why.
Actually, you know what? I got really good trier once. Yeah.
Yeah, when they wrote,
Really good trier
Yeah,
and most inspirational
yeah.
runner in cross country.
they wrote Jaime. And you're like, wait a minute, that's not my name. Oh, we thought that was
Modified with
your
stable-
government name.
Stabilizing braces with the seriousness they deserve.
All right.
A stabilizing brace shook on a pencil essentially makes that pistol a hell of a lot more accurate.
Wait.
than a mini
Hold on.
brace
What?
brace.
Did you see that hand motion right there? Check
whoa,
that out.
Whoa.
Homeboy's throwing gang signs in the middle of a
Hold
press
on.
conference. Check this
Hold
out,
on.
ladies.
No, it looked like he was going to shoot through his
We want to
hand.
treat pistols modified with stabilizing braces with the seriousness they deserve.
Check that hand out.
A stabilizing brace shook on a pencil
Boom.
essentially makes that pistol a hell of a lot more accurate than a mini rifle. As a result, it's more lethal, effectively turning it into a short-barreled rifle. That's what the alleged shooter in Boulder appears to have done. I want to be clear.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go. That answers that question. What was a
He
stabilizer?
took a pistol and put it in a pistol stabilizer.
Uh-huh.
Pistol stabilizer is basically like a brace that opens up. It's usually a folding mechanism. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it can be a solid mechanism.
Hold on, can I
But you
answer-
just
what is
slide
it?
it in.
Pistol.
You slide in your pistol, and it kind of turns your pistol into
a mini.
a small
Rifle, like you said.
rifle, a short barrel rifle.
Okay, I just want to see a picture of what that looks like, because
Yep.
that looks like a
No,
gun.
no, those are buttstocks.
Hold on.
You're looking at buttstocks.
Those are buttstocks.
Yeah.
Am I sure? I
Yeah,
think I'm
that's
pretty
not a
sure I'm on
stabilizer.
a list. I'm on a list now. This is a pistol stabilizer, right?
Nope.
Nope. This is brace stabilizer.
No, that's just a brace. That's the
and you can get
buttstock.
this from MCS.
Those are buttstocks. You're not looking at the right thing. Go to micro.
micro.
Micro is one of the ones.
Micro.
that makes, stabilizer.
Macaroni?
Yep. There you go. That's a stabilizer right there.
Oh,
The
yeah,
one on
hold
the
on.
left, or that one. The one on the left, you can.
Oh, that's the thing that they put like that handlebar.
Yes.
That little
that's not a handle. That's
Oh,
a
it's
gun.
a whole
So
piece.
so you just slip your gun in there, And then
Yeah, that's the Glock right there, or a gun,
Yes.
handgun of some sort.
Very good, Chin.
Oh,
you
I'm
learned
getting
stuff
better at
very
this.
quickly.
Yeah. I thought
See?
I knew everything about guns after Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I don't know anything. I only know the words P60, M14, and M6, and I know what they don't even know what they look like in real life, but they're cool in Call of Duty.
We have to go shooting more.
One of these days. One of these
Arizona.
days, I promise.
That these modifications to firearms that make them more lethal should be subject to the National Firearms Act. The National Firearms Act requires that a potential owner pay $200 fee and submit their name and other identifying information to the Justice
Hold
Department.
on. They already have that. They already have for a short barrel rifle or for a suppressor. Some people call them silencers. Some people call them suppressors. But that's basically there's a $200 tax stamp that you have to pay.
Every month?
No, it's just a one time when you
okay.
purchase it. Like, so if it's $800, you end up paying another $200 as a
Damn.
tax stamp to get that, and then it's got to go to the government, and it usually takes 8 to 10 months, and you got to wait around after you paid for your whatever it is, your stabilizer, your suppressor or your short barrel rifle, and then you can go pick it up.
Oh, but now he wants to do that to the stabilizer, is what he's saying.
Yeah, pretty soon what he's gonna do is he can't have a sight on it, and then the next thing is your magazine can't have more than like 3 shots. Then we're just gonna start muzzle loading.
Yeah, okay.
Then
so,
it'll turn into you can only have relics.
What's that thing that the Democrats always say that we're crazy, and then slippery slope.
A
Slippery slope. That's what it is.
That's right.
It starts with one thing, and then they say,
Yes.
no, you're crazy. It's not going to get that bad. And then 10 years
Yes.
down the line.
Then all of a sudden, only bad people have guns.
So, yeah.
See, I don't have a problem. I'm actually very excited and happy that 58% more black people got guns. You know why? Because those are people that went and registered and purchased firearms. I'm not worried about legal people having guns. I'm worried about the illegal people, the people that are purchasing firearms outside of that scope.
Well, that's what Joe Biden's worried about, John.
Well, no, he's not.
Joe Biden's worried about illegal guns.
He is talking.
That's why he started off with the ghost guns.
Listen. Yeah, that's why he started off with ghost guns.
So you hear that and you're just like, oh, you're just trying to get rid of illegal guns.
Yeah.
Illegal guns, John.
Yeah.
I can hear the keyboards being typed. Like, okay, just never mind. I
Yes.
got a headache just thinking about
It's
like,
okay. There's a lot of
political
mouth breathers that don't know shit about life that are going to be sitting at the basement.
and they're gonna be like,
talking
they just
about
want
how-
they just want to protect the people from illegal guns.
That's right.
That's what they
That's
want
right.
to do.
I don't know why you got to have a gun anyway.
Oh yeah.
Why do you need a gun?
Why do you need more than one? I'm like, I was.
I have a katana blade, okay? I got it when I was backpacking through Japan.
Just as they would if they went out and purchased a silencer for a gun.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Fourthly,
Fourthly.
during my campaign for president,
Uh-huh.
I wanted to make it easier for states to adopt extreme risk protection order laws. They're also called red flag laws, which everybody in this lawn knows.
Which to
but
some
many
extent we're not
people
opposed to,
listening do
right?
not
We
know.
talked about
Let's
this.
hear what he has.
These
okay.
laws allow a police or family member to petition a court in their jurisdiction and say, I want you to temporarily remove from the following people any firearm they may possess because they're a danger in a crisis. They're presenting a danger to themselves and to others.
Wow.
And the court makes a ruling. To put this in perspective, more than half of all suicides, for example, involve the use of a firearm. But when a gun's not available, an attempt at suicide, the death rate drops precipitously.
Precipitously.
States that have red flag laws have seen the reduction in the number of suicides
He
in
just
their
made that
states.
up right now.
You just totally made that up.
He made that up. He almost puked in his own mouth of how gigantic the lie that was.
How would you even look that up? Suicide
Suicide
rates,
Squad.
Suicide Squad, red flag states. How about we just do that? Okay, the red flag according to Collegian.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
you
but
know-
there's a lot easier ways to kill yourself than that. You should see what they do in China. It's amazing. It's like a regular thing. Suicide's like a regular thing over there.
Well, here's the thing:
not even a
we're
big
always
deal.
open to new ideas. So this is what's kind of interesting. Obviously, idea stream.
In older adults.
Study red flag in older adults.
Because younger kids, they don't like guns.
Study from
So they stick to
Idea
just
Stream.
pills.
Red flag. That's how I would go. Oh, I gotta show you. Thank you for. Can I show you something really quick?
Show me.
This is how I want to die. By the way.
Great.
Yes.
If you're Jimmy's
Thank you
family,
for bringing it
don't
up.
watch.
All right. No, they know already.
Oh, great.
Family sues after California man dies in taco eating contest.
Shut up.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh
Taco
my God,
eating.
you are so Mexican.
That's how I want to die. He was at a minor league game.
He cannot help.
Yeah. Hold on,
His
here's-
Mexicanness just kicked in.
Okay, yeah, he
Eating
choked
competition, the Fresno Bee reported. where
choked
was-
to death during an amateur
Shut
taco eating contest
up.
at
In
a minor league baseball game.
is suing the event
Yeah.
organizer for negligence.
Yeah, so
How-
if I
seriously?
die, you know
Yeah,
why?
died after
You know
choking
why.
on tacos while competing.
You know why?
Oh, he probably
Oh, wait.
just like rammed a bunch of them in his mouth at the end.
Yeah,
To try to
or
get
you
the
know,
win?
Sometimes you choke on something and it feels like it's stuck there.
Yeah.
Well, just imagine that times a lot of tacos.
A lot of tacos.
Yeah,
What a great way to go, though.
that's how I want to go. Well, anyways,
How many
according
tacos in was he?
I didn't say.
Oh.
And yeah, they just said he was
They
having
didn't go
like
into the
symptoms
details?
after. According to Idea Stream, a study, red flag laws reduce gun suicide rates in older adults. A new study. Okay.
Oh, great. Can we just cut the crap?
Well, hold on. I want to see this. There's a whole thing.
Oh, no, you accepted cookies. Now they're going to follow you.
They've been following me.
Okay.
ExpressVPN. We're not
Are they our
sponsored by them.
sponsor?
Nope, no. We have no sponsor
Damn
at
it.
this time.
Did we ever look into that? I thought they wanted to sponsor us.
Okay, but they don't. Okay, wait. A rate among older adults between 55 and 65 years old. There was a small but significant positive association of total number of non-firearm suicide. Okay,
The number
so
went
they,
from 13 to 12.
So wait. So
Where
they
there was no guns.
so
no.
okay. So here's the
What is
thing.
this
Wait.
shit? This is such bullshit. Come on.
Okay, it's 3 times higher in a higher income tax. Okay, well here's the thing. They did this with the Democrats anyhow. They did this with the voter ID laws, right? There's a study that comes out of Cal State, UC San Diego. They're the ones that did the voter ID laws, right? And you read the study itself, and it says, well, it does discourage minorities to vote. They don't know exactly why it's discouraging minorities to vote, right?
What?
The imposing voter identification at a voting booth, right? And the interesting thing is that it raises not among blacks the most. It does significantly for blacks. There's more of a disparity between blacks and whites, but it says that it raises among Hispanics the most, which to me is, well, that begs a lot of questions, right? But the idea is the same here, right? They take one study or they take a couple of studies that have small sample size, and then Joe Biden could say something like this.
Precipitously. An
Precipitously?
attempt at suicide, the death rate drops precipitously. States that have red flag laws have seen the reduction in the number of suicides in their states.
So technically, he's technically correct, but he's
Jimmy, he's
Take-
making stuff up.
he's not making. He's taking a very
He
small.
is making things up. I can show you probably a study right now. Go look up the study that says somebody did a study
Somebody
from another
saves
university.
lives. Somebody unsuicides themselves. No, I get it. No, but that's what I'm trying to say. Like they take
It's so
they
stupid.
take a study that fits the narrative. That's a very small sample size, and they make that applicable to the rest of the world and forever, right? So
Okay.
Okay,
Let
but-
me just give you a scenario.
Every single
Let me tell you why this is dangerous, okay? Let me give you a scenario here. I don't like you anymore. We're friends, but I don't like you. I don't like you now, but let's say I really don't like you in a month from now. And I say, you know what? Jim's a psycho. I think you should go collect his guns. So somebody goes in your house and collects your guns. Okay. Now I can come to your house and really kick your ass because I know you're not holding
you're
a
not
firearm.
armed, yeah.
Yeah. Or I'm a crazy stalker and I know this woman went and purchased a firearm because she's afraid for her life. And I say, oh, I think Susie, is not
Susie
feeling
Q.
well.
That song,
she's
Susie
not
Q.
she's not feeling well. I think she's very suicidal. I think you should make sure you take her firearm away. And then Susie Q gets raped a month after she unfortunately
God forbid.
was separated from her firearm.
Yeah.
That's what happens in these situations. Okay, it's not They're not for every case that you save a life, you're probably endangering thousands of others. So all of these things are just like, this is a dog and pony show. Okay, there's no real change.
Joe Biden.
Yeah,
What is it? Dog face pony show. You know who
he's a
actually
dog
had
face
his
pony show.
You know who actually had his gun taken away?
Who's that?
By his lover at the time,
Who's that?
Hunter Biden. Remember that story? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Hunter Biden got his gun taken away, and you know what? She properly disposed of it like any relative of a Democrat would, by throwing it in a dumpster that's located right across the street from a high school. Nah.
Smart idea.
Genius.
Probably right after the bell rang too, so the kids see it and they're like, "What's? I wonder what that shiny thing was."
By the way,
I like shiny things. Let's go pick that up.
53 women are shot and killed by an intimate partner.
Every single
I wrote
month.
the Violence Against Women Act. It's been a constant struggle to keep it moving. We know red flag laws can have significant effect in protecting women from domestic violence. And we know red flag laws can stop mass shooters before they can act out their violent plans.
Whoa, hold on. Can I say something about this?
Jimmy,
Yeah.
how many people do we have in the United States?
We have a ton of people.
Okay. Over 53 people?
We have a lot of people.
Okay, so 53 women died last year. God rest their soul. I'm sorry for those people and for the families that lost those people. In reality, how many people's lives were saved by gun ownership? Legal gun ownership. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Well, obviously there's no account on that.
There's no accounting for that, right? But it's a lot.
Here's the thing that's so upsetting. It's like, so he talks about that we can stop mass shootings, right? We can stop mass shootings. Sorry, folks.
We can stop mass shootings by providing better mental health.
Sure, 100%. Or also,
if
the FBI can do its job.
Yes.
According to Fox News, Boulder, Colorado mass shooting suspect, which is the guy who he just cited in his speech, was known to the FBI. Ahmed Al-Alawi Alisa, 21, had been charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder. They knew about him. How long did they know about him? Let's see. No.
It doesn't matter. If you knew about it, why don't you do something about it? Jesus Christ.
Okay. Whoops, we said the guy's name. I'll bleep that out later. But anyways.
Why? It was in the news. You were just reading a news article.
Yeah, but
I'm proud.
Screw that guy.
Excuse the point of personal privilege we used to say in the Senate.
Just killed
I'm
10
proud
innocent
that the
people.
red flag law in my home state of Delaware was named after my son, Attorney General Beau Biden, our son, excuse me, Joe, who proposed that legislation back in 2013. I want to see a national red flag law.
All right, so this is all fine and dandy and everything, but I mean, this is what the clip's going to be.
This is what the communists do, okay? This is what they do is they tell you to rat your neighbor.
Doctor.
Okay? Because they can't police everybody. So they depend on they depend on all their Communist Party members to rat out people that are oppose their Communist Party. So now what they did is they divided the country in two. Okay? So they have their side, and their side is going to look for people that are not on their side and try to throw them under the bus every chance they get. And their side, which is in power right now, is going to do their bidding. So if you don't like your neighbor next door or his dog barking all night, right?
Send them to the gulags.
Gulags. By Fido.
The woke gulags.
Yeah.
What do you think the woke gulags
Everything about their life you can make miserable. This is not America. It's not America, Jim. It's not American. It's not a slippery slope. This is like a rabbit hole that we're never going to find ourselves out of.
Which, by the way, we're in a black void today, which is what's right behind John.
That's kind of what my heart feels like right now.
Yeah, we're in John's heart, the black void. Well, anyways, so that clip is what explained what's going on, right, in the major part of the legislation. But the things that people are not going to be talking about on the news, obviously, is going to be this: what our Lord and Savior Joe Biden had to say about the Constitution.
Joe Biden, who cares deeply about this issue as well. And I look out there and I see so many members of Congress who've led in this fight. So many of you who've never given up. so many of you are absolutely determined, as Murphy and others are, to get this done. We got a long way to go. It seems like we always have a long way to go. But also today we're taking steps to confront not just the gun crisis, but what is actually a public health crisis. Nothing I'm about to recommend in any way impinges on the Second Amendment. They're phony arguments suggesting that these are Second Amendment rights at stake from what we're talking about. But no amendment to the Constitution is absolute. You can't yell fire in a crowded movie theater. We call it freedom of speech. From the very beginning, you couldn't own any weapon you wanted to own. From the very beginning the Second Amendment existed, certain people weren't allowed to have weapons. So the idea is just bizarre to suggest that some of the things we're recommending are contrary to the Constitution. Gun violence in this country is an epidemic.
So I'm not a legal scholar by any stretch of the imagination, but that's actually a very interesting point that he brings up. He just said that no amendment is absolute. The Second Amendment, by default now, according to Joe Biden, is not absolute, meaning that it can be infringed upon, right?
To what degree, and who determines that degree? Joe Biden does.
Well, that's what I got from
Joe
that.
Biden gets to determine what the founding fathers meant when they wrote the Constitution. So Joe Biden, is the worldly scholar that he is now the interpreter of our constitutional rights. Let's just play it. Play it, Jimmy.
Some of it will come
I like to hear
it, man.
Begin to come in early summer, but by the midsummer, that this vaccine will
Put
be
it up
there.
louder, Jimmy. I can barely hear.
And the order, and that increases the total vaccine order in the United States by 50%, from 400 million order to 600 million. This is enough vaccine to fully vaccinate 300 Americans by end of the summer, the beginning of the fall. But we want to make, look, I want to repeat, it'll be enough to fully vaccinate 300 Americans. We expect these additional.
This guy
man is
is
gonna
now interpreting the Constitution,
He's gonna take your guns.
and he's going to take my guns
He's
away.
gonna take your guns.
Come in early summer, but by the
Good luck.
by the midsummer,
Good luck, JoJo.
this vaccine will be there.
Yeah, well. Cool story, bro.
You got anything else for me, John?
Can we go back to normal? I liked it. I liked it better. It was so good in the 80s. Like, we never had these conversations.
You know, in the 80s, my mom's neighbors, they used to sit outside cleaning their Uzis on the porch.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet you those neighbors never got robbed.
I'm almost certain they're the ones that did the robbing. Almost certain.
But for sure, they didn't get robbed.
Oh, yeah. No, they're good. They're good. They're totally good. Yeah, if you wanted your stuff back, you know that was the house that you would go ask.
Hey, have you guys seen the big screen Trinitron?
Oh. Is that really important? Instagram and Facebook users nationwide report outage. That's not really important. All right,
Nobody
John, do you have
cares.
anything else you want to talk about? Anything else at all?
I think
Oh, yeah, let's just talk about this because it didn't
Hunter
get enough.
Biden's thing.
It really didn't get enough. It really didn't get enough attention. According to the National Review, Hunter Biden reportedly violated federal law by lying on a background check when he purchased his weapon.
So, because he's the president's son, he doesn't have to pay for this? You know, he's lied on a federal document.
No, he does. Yeah, of course, he doesn't have to pay for
That's
it.
a serious. It's a felony, actually.
You're not supposed to be lying on federal documents?
No, it's a felony. And so he committed a felony, clearly, because telling from his own father's mouth that he has a drug addiction.
Oh, he has a book out. He has a book out talking about. Oh, you want to see
Talking
something
about
funny?
drug addiction.
Check this out. We've got an exclusive.
And when asked on the background check, and this is why they give you a background check, because if you have these issues, they don't want to give you a gun. So you don't accidentally blow yourself away or blow somebody else away.
Okay, well, we got an exclusive photo from Hunter Biden's laptop. So, folks, for the folks that you're at home, this is a warning.
That's
it's
like
a very disturbing photo.
That's not real.
This is a real photo
That's
of
not
Hunter
real.
Biden on his
That looks like it's
sexcapades.
Photoshop.
No, it's a real thing.
That was aspiring.
Oh, they got the lady. There's the lady.
Who is that?
That's the hookers.
Where's the blow?
Oh, there's more stuff. Whoops.
It's
Gotta turn
hookers
this off.
and
Whoops.
blow, Jim.
There's a lot
Come
of
on, get it
R-rated
together,
stuff
bro.
on here. Whoops. Hold on. I gotta take that. I'm gonna show you.
8,000.
But
I can't read the
it's
thing.
not gonna. There's Joe Biden.
Is that Hunter?
That's Hunter.
Where do these pictures
Because they
surface
have the
from?
laptop. The laptop exists. It's a real thing. The laptop has been confirmed.
Are they just gonna do like a picture a week? This is amazing.
No, they have them. It's already been released. They got released all the way
listen,
back when.
I don't care, bro. I don't care if he does hookers, blow, whatever.
Yeah, but then
I don't even care if he puts a gun in his mouth and he blows his head off. I don't care. It's all him. It's all you, bro.
Do you know
do
he's
it.
51?
Do you?
You know Hunter is 51 years old.
Damn. I mean, he's well preserved.
He's literally such a for a crack addict.
For crack, I mean, just
Well, dude, just
be
think about
falling
if
out.
you're just
I
with
guess
hookers.
if your dad is
If your dad's the
the
president,
vice president, I'm sure you find a good dentist.
Yeah, and then you're
Put your
just-
teeth back.
Oh, they have the picture of his teeth.
Before and after?
Yeah, hold on, let me
I
see if
gotta
I can
see
find
that.
it. Hold on, Hunter
I wanna see
Biden
that.
teeth. Let me see images. They have one. With
Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh.
Oh yeah, there it is. That's folks.
Oh.
Hold on, folks. I'm gonna pull this up for you right now. You ever wonder what crack does to your teeth?
That is.
Crack is whack.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to
called
look at.
Crack mouth.
Yeah, man. It's a thing. Well, anyways, going
Show,
back to this.
show his hand where the pipe is like stuck on it.
Do they have that really?
Yeah, you gotta get that too.
Hunter Biden hand
No, I don't think
crack
he's gonna.
pipe. You think you're underselling this
gonna
guy? Oh yeah. Don't you remember this picture?
Oh yeah.
The hookers got the pictures. They took pictures of him totally knocked out. Oh, but that's not a. Is that a crack pipe? No. Oh yeah, that is. They shoved the crack pipe in his mouth.
In his mouth, and they took a
Yeah,
picture.
and there he is rubbing his nipples.
In the bath,
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette
Yeah.
while he's trying to drown.
Look, I don't knock the guy for
And then
being
he
a
realizes
degenerate.
there's no water in the bathtub.
Yeah. You know I'm a big fan of degenerates, but this is next level just because it's on the dime of America.
It is. It is on America's dime. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
and
gonna
then-
get
and
coke
then
and
when you
hookers, at least we should be able to vote on which ones.
And then you have the president pushing gun legislation.
When his own son is lying on federal background
And yeah,
checks.
Biden answered no in response to the question, are you an unlawful user or addicted to marijuana or any depressant, stimulant, narcotic
That's
drug,
one of the questions
or any
that's on
other
the
controlled
application.
substance? And he said, no. Then he's not. And then Hunter Biden is scheduled to publish a memoir on his struggle with addiction next month.
Interesting. Rules for thee, not for me.
But
But nothing. Full
All
of
right.
shit. Check your own boy.